بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا ومولانا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ramadan Kareem, taqabbal Allahu siyamakum wa qiyamakum. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept your siyam, your qiyam, your good deeds in this blessed month. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant us ikhlas and al-qabul, acceptance and sincerity during this month. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to open our hearts and our minds to fast in this Ramadan the way that pleases Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala not to end this month except we succeeded in this school of Ramadan to achieve the taqwa, inshaAllah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Quran, يَا أَيُّهَا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا كُتِبَ عَلَيْكُمُ الصِّيَامُ كَمَا كُتِبَ عَلَى الَّذِينَ مِنْ قَبْلِكُمْ لَعَلَّكُمْ تَتَّقُونَ. O you have believed, the fast is made mandatory upon you as it was made mandatory upon nations before you, so you may reach the taqwa. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bless us with the taqwa. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the next ayah, أياما معدودات, limited number of days. فمن كان منكم مريضا أو على سفر فعدة من أيام أخر. Those of you who are traveling or sick, then similar number of days to be fasted later on. And this is what we are going to discuss today, inshaAllah. The traveling ones as well as the sick, what is the hukum for their fast, and do they have to fast? Are they permitted to break the fast? Under which conditions they are allowed to break the fast? When and how do they have to make their fast? And so on and so forth, inshallah. So in these few minutes, brothers and sisters, we are going to discuss the traveling as well as the sickness during Ramadan. So let's start with the first one, the traveling. A lot can be said in this subject, brothers and sisters, and many of us have a lot of things to say about traveling during Ramadan, whether it is an excuse for the mu'min, for the Muslim to break the fast or not, which type of travel that allows the mu'min to break the fast, and is any type of travel is an excuse to break the fast, and so on and so forth. First of all, there are, as I said, many items. I will start, inshallah, with the first item. What is the masafa? What is the distance that allows the mu'min to break the fast? Which type of travel that can allow the mu'min to break the fast? Al-ulama looked at the seerah of Rasulullah. We don't have a specific hadith from Rasulullah that specifically saying you can break the fast within this distance. Beyond that, yes, or below that, no. We don't have such a report from Rasulullah. However, what we have, a number of reports, a lot of reports from Rasulullah that he did travel from A place to B, or he traveled from this city to this city, or this place to this place, and he did broke the fast, or he did shorten his salat. So al-ulama try to follow or to collect all these reports that the Nabi ﷺ either did break the fast in his travel or he shortened his salat, and then they try to come up with a conclusion. What is the distance that allows the mu'min to break the fast? And there is a lot to be said here, but I will inshallah make it as easy as possible and as brief as possible. If you look at the reports, we can summarize it in that way, that Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said or Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam did shorten the salat and broke the fast in a distance that is similar to between Mecca and Jeddah. Those of you who went to Hajj or Umrah, they know the distance between Mecca and Jeddah. Between Mecca and Jeddah, around 80 kilometers, 50 or 50 plus miles. Also, Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam did that between Mecca and the Ta'if, same thing, similar, 85 kilometers. Between the Ta'if and Jeddah, same thing, between 85 kilometers, 50 plus miles. So, and this is what the ulama said. This is what Ibn Abbas radiallahu anhu said. This is what Ibn Umar radiallahu anhu said. Arba'ati burud, he said, Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam used to shorten salat, break the fast within arba'ati burud. Arba'at burud, if we count it today, it will come 81 kilometers, around 50 plus miles, or 48 miles. So if we want to summarize these, brothers and sisters, you can shorten your salat or break the fast if the travel 80 kilometers and above. Below 80 kilometers, you cannot break the fast. And when we say below, we are not talking about 1 or 2 kilometers. If it's 1 or 2, it doesn't harm. This is what the ulama said. But if it is below kilometers, like 70, like 60, this is not a travel that allows the mu'min to break the fast. This is the madhab of the vast majority of the scholars, Abu Hanifa school, Malik school, Shafi'i school, and also an opinion in Ahmad school, rahimahumullah jami'an. However, there is Ibn Taymiyyah school, rahimahullah, and some Hanbali, where they said it is the travel that allows the mu'min to break the fast. It is what it is considered travel within the urf of people, the custom. If people consider this to be travel, then it doesn't matter the distance. So, but it is very difficult to control such an opinion. Okay, now going from here to Albany, is it a travel? From here to Saratoga, is it a travel? From here to Lake George, is it a travel? So it is very difficult to control. The best approach is to go with the majority of scholars, which is 80 plus kilometers is a travel. Below that, it is not a travel. So this is the first item, brothers and sisters. So if you are traveling to a place which is above 80 kilometers, inshallah, it is a travel to break the fast, allows you to break the fast and shorten the salat. Below that, no. So this is the first item. The second item is, when do you break the fast? Okay, now you are traveling a distance that allows you to break the fast. Now, when do you break the fast? You cannot, brothers and sisters, you cannot break the fast while you are in town. Even if you are traveling. Now I'm traveling, inshallah, tomorrow after Dhuhr I'm traveling, or 9 in the morning I'm traveling. I cannot start eating at home, saying that I am traveling anyway. No. There is a chance that your travel can be cancelled. There is a chance that you change your mind at the last minute, and then you broke the fast for no legitimate reason. So the ulama said it is not allowed for the mu'min, the Muslim, to break the fast until he initiates his travel and also get out of the town. Not only initiate, you get in the car, start driving, that does not allow you to break the fast until you get out of your town. You don't have to drive 80 kilometers to break the fast, but as long as you get out of your town, when you left the town, then it is a time to break the. So you cannot eat or drink while you are in town, while you are home. So this is the second item. The third item, if you didn't intend to travel last night, and you woke up fasting this day, you intended to fast tomorrow as a day of Ramadan. During the day, something came up with you and you had to travel, to go somewhere, to travel somewhere. But you intended last night to fast today. Al-ulama said, if you intended to fast, then you cannot break the fast because you had the niyyah to fast, and this niyyah should be considered. Unless if you start traveling and the travel become overwhelming for you, hardship, then this is the only way that you can break your fast. So if you did not intend to travel, or you did not intend to break the fast because of your travel, meaning tomorrow, as any day of Ramadan, you intend to fast, and sometime during the day, around noontime, before noontime, afternoon, okay, something came up, you have to go to Boston, you have to go to New York City, you have to go to here or there. And it is distance of breaking the fast if you would like to. The ulama said no. Since you intended to fast, then you have to continue that day fasting. Unless if you start your travel, and while you are traveling, you get very tired, very overwhelming, and it's hardship, then in this case you can break the fast. So this is the third item, brothers and sisters. The fourth item. If you are a person who is, the travel is your habit. For example, you are a taxi driver, you are a bus driver. Every day you go to New York City and come back. Every day you go to Boston and come back. The ulama said, you don't break the fast unless there is a hardship upon you. Because such a person is not a traveling, such a person, this is his habit. This is his income. This is where he's making money. So if the travel becomes a habit, then you should fast unless the fast becomes overwhelming and hard upon you. In this case, you can break the fast. Now, the fifth item, brother and sister, what is the amount of time, amount of days, the number of days you can break the fast? Now I'm traveling to California tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow, because I am traveling during the day, this is definitely I can break the fast. When I am coming back, a day of travel, I can break the fast. Now, my stay in California, okay, do I consider these days as a travel? So I have the option to fast and break the fast, or I have to fast. The ulama said, if the duration of staying less than 3 days, less than 4 days, which means 3 days and below, 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, up to 3 days, you are traveling. If you intend to stay 4 days and above, 4 days and more, then you are resident, you are not traveling. Meaning, I am going tomorrow to California, tomorrow is Monday, I'm coming back Thursday. So I'm traveling Monday, which means Monday is a day of travel. Thursday I'm coming back. So I am staying in reality in California is Tuesday and Wednesday. So Tuesday and Wednesday for me is a travel. I can break the fast, I can fast. But if I am staying 4 days or more, 4 days or more, then I cannot break the fast because I am resident. I can break the fast only on the day of travel, on the day of travel back. That these 2 days, because I am traveling, I am on my way, out of discussion. But the days I stay there, if it is below 4 days, meaning 3 days, 2 days, 1 day, then I am traveling. If it is 4 days and or more, then you are resident and you cannot break the fast. Lastly, brothers and sisters, the sixth, I think the seventh item is, what is better for the traveling mu'min and mu'mina, for traveling Muslim and Muslima? What is better for them, to fast or to break the fast? To answer this question, brothers and sisters, we have to know that travel is of 3 categories. The first category of travel, that the travel is very simple, very easy. And now, for example, I'm driving tomorrow to GFK, drop off somebody or give the ride to somebody, or going to Boston for some business. Driving 2-3 hours, it will be okay for most of us if they are young, healthy. So ulama, most of the scholars said, for this case, no doubt, وَأَن تَصُومُوا خَيْرٌ لَكُمْ. If you fast, is better. Yes, you have the excuse to break the fast, but it is better, highly better for you to it's better for you to fast, not to break the fast. So the first case, if there is no hardship, if you are okay and something you can handle it easily, that. And when you say there is no hardship, which means the hardship that cannot be handled, because even if you are home and fasting, there is sort of hardship for every person who is fasting. There is sort of hardship because you feel hungry, you feel a little bit tired. That's fine. That's something can be handled, something doable. I'm talking about the hardship that it's overwhelming. So if it is no hardship, then it's better for you to fast. Now the second, if you travel and there is a hardship, for example, you travel, let's say tomorrow you are flying from JFK at the 8 or 9 in the morning to Islamabad, okay, and you have to have layover in Doha or in Dubai for few hours, and it will be, flying for 10 or 11 hours, then you have layover and you have kids, you have luggage with you, and it will, if you were to fast, it will be really exhausting. It will be really, you feel dizzy, you feel tired, you feel very weak, you cannot handle your travel. Yes, you can do it, but with a lot of hardship, with a lot of resistance. The ulama said, if this is the case, a lot of hardship, then it is better to break the fast, because this is a rukhsa from Allah. And in this case we say, inna Allah yuhibbu an tu'ta rukhasuhu kama yuhibbu an tu'ta azaimuhu. Now this is the second case, or the second category. The third case, if the travel and the hardship, or if the travel will cause a hardship that harms the person, harms you badly. And the Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, one day he was traveling with the Sahaba, and some people brought to him were out of thirst. They were about to die, and they were in a situation in very bad shape, and they are like, you cannot describe the situation. And the Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, لَيْسَ مِنَ الْبِرِّ الصِّيَامُ فِي السَّفَرِ. It is not out of righteousness fasting under these conditions. So if the fast would harm the person and could lead him to halak, to kill himself or harm himself badly, in this situation the fast becomes haram, and breaking the fast becomes mandatory. So please, our brothers and sisters, understand these cases. The first case, where there is no harm at all, you are okay, you are something, definitely the fast is better. وَأَن تَصُومُوا خَيْرٌ لَكُمْ. If the fast, there is hardship, it's overwhelming, but if you were to fast, you are not going to harm yourself nor to kill yourself. It's better to break the fast, but if you were to fast, it is okay. However, if the fast would harm you badly, to the extent that could make you sick, extremely sick, that or kill you, in this case, definitely you must break the fast, and fasting under these conditions is haram. I was going to talk today about the sick, but we are running out of time. Inshallah, I will leave the sick and type of sickness that allows the mu'min to break the fast to another day, inshallah, next khatira, inshallah. Jazakumullah khair, brothers and sisters. These are the ahkam of the traveling once during Ramadan. I tried my best to summarize it. I tried my best also to avoid the differences between scholars. What I said, I tried to go with the majority of the madhahib. Yet there is always some little bit of difference between scholars in some fiqhi details, but I try to avoid that and give you the zubda, the fruit, so you can inshallah benefit of it. Ramadan Mubarak, brothers and sisters. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.